So the Charlie Kirk shooter has been arrested and identified. The mugshots are out, and personally, I think that his face has a lot of the traits of an assassin. You can see here we see a lot of parallels with Lee Harvey Oswald. He's got quite a small inner face, which means that he's very detached, aloof. He can compartmentalize and endure trauma that way. And his nose is also quite long, which means that he is a planner, he's a thinker, he's quite patient. And we look at the shooting, and it was quite well planned out. He managed to evade law enforcement for quite a while. And speaking of the nose, and to add on to that small inner face thing, you look at the nose from the side, it's perfectly straight, showing that he was steady and reliable, very level-headed and rational. Not given to wild emotions, this was very calculated action. And this is further reinforced by his side profile. It's mostly choleric, there with the level chin and the obtuse angle to the jawline, but you can see he has a very sanguine or melancholic forehead. That shows some level of impatience and impulsivity. So he was able to act out this thing, plan it out, but I think the ultimate decision to do this was more of an impulse thing, probably done a few days beforehand. And then the choleric planning took over. But why did he do it? Well, I think our first clue is in his face shape. It's a triangular Mercury face. Now, Mercury face people are generally quite nervous, sensitive, intelligent, and witty. This guy got like a 34 on his ACT, and they are attention seeking. They seek validation from outside adulation and approval. In addition, this guy has a real gummy smile. You can see his gums when he smiles. This means that he was very desperate for the approval and affection of others. That's why girls with gums, very visible gums in their smiles, always have a fiance or a husband. And they're super nice, but it's in a desperate, cloying sort of way. And while he does have stubborn, flat eyebrows and independent, wide-splayed ears, we can see that a much stronger and more noticeable trait are his negative canthal tilt in his eyes and his thick upper eyelids. The negative canthal tilt means that he puts the interests of others over his own. He's kind of a people pleaser, wants to go with the group. And the full upper eyelid shows a strong need for intimacy and connection. And so the way I see it, this guy was not acting alone. He was doing this at the behest of some other people. It looks like that he was in a bunch of Antifa Discord chats. It looks like one of the people in there actually gave him the gun and they had a drop-off location. So it looks like to me that he was probably very desperately seeking the approval and affection, a sense of belonging maybe for some sort of group. And whatever group he ended up in, this is what they wanted him to do. And he was pretty good at it. He could take a shot, he could kill a man and not be bothered by it because of that small interface, and he could go through with it and be pretty good at playing it because of that choleric temperament. But he slipped up because he had to confess to his daddy because he loves him, because full upper eyelids, very desperate for human connection. If you want to learn more about this stuff or get a face reading done for yourself or someone you know, message me on my website. Link is in the bio.